What's up, YouTube? So today I want to talk about a rattle sound that's annoying the hell out of me for almost a week. That's solved, and this was my issue. So, as most of you that follow the channel know, less a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, took a ride out to Michigan to do some off-roading. Went to Rocks and Valley, went to a sand dunes, had an awesome time, met up with a couple great Jeepers out there, another YouTuber, that guy Mike. Once again, Mike, great time. If you guys subscribe to this channel, check him out, that guy Mike. He's got some awesome videos. So the second day there, actually let me back up. The first day there, we go to the sand dunes, and I kind of got stuck in the sand dunes, and I had to get pulled out. And I was pulled out from my driver's side D-shackle on the rear bumper. I had to get pulled out from the rear because I was kind of on a very steep hill going up. I got stuck on uphill. So I get pulled out, no big deal. Day goes fine. Next day we're at Rocks and Valley. We're doing some wheeling. Midday, I start to hear a bang. Like more of a rattle. Like when I'm hitting bumps, when I'm making turns. We were on the trails, and I started to hear a rattle / bang. It sounded like tin, like cheap metal. So I kind of thought maybe I messed up one of my shocks. Maybe I hyperextended a shock. I didn't think much about it. Went on my day. We went wheeling the next day, Sunday. Wheeled all day Sunday. We hit 2 different trails. Heard it a few times, nothing crazy. Went back to the hotel Sunday night. Packed our bags to head back to New York. Ate some dinner and hit the road back to New York. On the way back to New York, I heard the bang / rattle. I can't. It was a 13-14 hour drive. I had to hear it 1,000 times. So I was like, all right, no big deal. Come home. I figured maybe there was rocks, maybe there's mud. I scrubbed the car. I flushed the chassis. I take the car for a drive. Nothing. The car is still banging. So, all right, no problem. I take it a couple days later to my mechanic. I throw it up on the lift. We check the whole suspension. Shocks, springs. We rock this truck back and forth. When the truck is off, we could not duplicate the bang. We were on the back bumper, jumping up and down. We couldn't figure it out. There was still some large rocks in there under the skid plate to the gas tank. Not the skid plate, I'm sorry, the heat shield. We thought maybe it was that banging. We cleaned out all the dirt. And that's it. I leave the mechanic. I drive home. Of course, you know, the first 20 minutes, nothing. I'm like, all right, maybe problem solved. Bang, bang, bang. I said, you son of a bitch. So they're like, all right, we'll bring it back, and I'll bring it back another day. I had things to do the next day or two. My friend Anthony that put on the back bumper says, give me the truck before you bring it back. Let me take a look at it. Let me see if I can find the noise. I says, all right, no problem. I give him the truck. He calls me back the next day. I found the noise. The noise was, I don't know how this happened. Nobody hit the back of the bumper to my knowledge. There's no physical damage. The powder coating is not scraped. Somehow, on the driver's side, which is where I was pulled out of the sand, the bumper wound up shifting in. So when I was making turns and hitting bumps, the actual bumper was hitting the body of the truck. And that was the rattling / the slight metal banging I was hearing. I'm gonna insert another video clip into this to show it to you. So right under the license plate is where it was making contact with the body of the truck. So every time I made a turn or I hit a bump, you would hear the rattle. So he took off the bumper, realigned the bumper, threw some washers in there so it can't be pushed back again. I'm going to show you that in another clip. I'm going to throw it in here in a minute. But it's still a mystery to how the bumper got pushed in when I got pulled out of the sand. I don't get it. I don't understand it. If I got pulled out of the sand from the passenger side, then I figured maybe the bumper shifted this way. But I got pulled out from the side that was pushed in. So that was how we found and I solved my annoying rattle. I know Jeeps rattle, that's just the way they are. But I'm gonna cut this here. I'm gonna get out. and I'm going to show you a clip. One more quick thing, guys. I'm also going to include a 30-second clip of the actual noise. I actually, you're going to see 30 seconds of me driving, and you're going to hear what the banging sounded like. I'm going to include that clip. I took a clip to send to my mechanic, so I'm going to include that in the video. So guys, I'm at the back of the bumper. I know it's filthy. So here's the driver's side. This is the shackle I was pulled out from, and I'm gonna try to zoom in. I don't know how good I'm gonna zoom in, but that's where she's pinching. You can actually see it broke one of the screws that hold in the license plate bracket. I'm trying to zoom in there. That's where she was rubbing. And again, I don't know how the bumper got shifted. There's no damage. I don't believe anybody bumped it. In here is 4 nuts and bolts. And then on the outside, over here, there's another 4. So, if you look in there, you'll see the 4 in the middle of the bumper, and each side has another 4. So, I can't put my finger on it, how the bumper shifted. Maybe when it was installed, I don't know, but that rattle, that annoying rattle is finally solved. And again, I'll try to zoom in for you guys. Right in there, right under the license plate, is where it was hitting. I'm trying to zoom in for you guys. It zoomed in pretty good before. So right there. Again, you can see the broken screw, and that's where the bumper was making contact with the body. So, rattle solved until we get the next rattle. So, that's it, guys. So hopefully, if somebody has an annoying rattle and they change their bumper, check the alignment of your rear bumper. It could be that. So, like this video, subscribe. There's a lot more coming up in the next week or so. I just got in the gas tank skid plate for the 2-door JK. That just came in today. I'll be installed in that next week. I got the Rough Country 316 steel 1-piece gas tank skid plate. It came in today. I'll be putting that on next week. And in 2 weeks is another Rouch Creek trip. This one's gonna be epic. It's gonna be me and my brothers. 3 of us in our Jeeps. So stay tuned for that. That is November 11th. So we'll be heading down to Pennsylvania the 10th, staying in a hotel Friday night, and then wheeling Saturday the 11th. So stay tuned for those videos coming up. And the gas tank skid plate, Rough Country gas tank skid plate, it's going in probably next Monday or Tuesday. All right? Enjoy your weekend, guys.